Hey everyone, it's Bex. This is my first Tumblr shoutout video. Before I start, I just want to say, if I say your name or your URL wrong, I'm very sorry. I will try my best to say it properly. If I can't pronounce it at all, I'll just spell it out. But I'm going to be posting everyone's links in the description of the video, so people can get to your blogs and follow you if they like your blog, basically. Okay, the first person who I'm going to talk about is called Ariel. I'm quite close to her compared to other people that I follow on Tumblr. I've actually spoken to her properly. Like, we used to do tiny chat conversations. There would be a group of us and we would just talk for hours about random stuff. It was just nice having people to talk to about other things, not just talking to people about Tumblr all the time, because it can get kind of boring and you need a break from it every now and then. So that's how I met her. It was in a tiny chat, and then we exchanged URLs and stuff, and then we started following each other. Her blog is really good. Like, it's really unique considering it's quite similar to a lot of other blogs that I've seen. And it's really hard to have a unique blog, especially with being a vertical blog, because literally, I swear, like half of Tumblr is a vertical blog nowadays. And I know loads of people are probably thinking, what's a vertical blog? And I don't get how people don't know what it is. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. All the posts are vertical rather than horizontal, right? Anyway, yeah, carrying on. Yeah, I really like her URL as well. Her URL is aerology. I think it's like a play on words of her name, because her name's Ariel. I don't know if that was the idea, but I like the fact that it contains part of her name. I thought that was really cool. If that wasn't the idea, it was still a really nice URL anyway. I really like one word URLs, even if they do have dashes in, like, it's still one word. I don't get why so many people are like, oh, it has a dash in, it's not a one word URL. It is still a one word, because when you say it, it's aerology, it's one word. Short URLs are always the best ones to have, so that's why I really like hers. It's just short and sweet, basically. Next person is Aisha. I have no idea if I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Her URL is cursedxlove.tumblr.com. I don't know her on a personal level. I don't think we've ever spoken properly. I come across her blog quite a lot because we're in promo groups together, so I've probably done promos with her before. When I look at her blog, I see her as a person who is Tumblr famous or would end up having loads of followers in the future. Like, her blog is definitely better than mine, so I could definitely see her having more than my follower count. And if she doesn't, she definitely deserves more followers than she has, because her blog is brilliant. I really like her sidebar photo. And most people's sidebar photos, it goes with her blog. That's what I like about it. I don't want to say I like her sidebar photo, but then when I go to the next person, I don't mention it, because it's not about the way she looks. Yeah, everyone's beautiful in their own way, but if I say I like someone's sidebar photo, I don't mean the way they look, I mean how it looks on their blog, and her sidebar photo really goes well with her blog. That's why I like it. Okay, next up is, I have no idea how to pronounce this. It's either Thigh or Thee, Thy. Don't know if that's right. Her URL is shut up and then her name. So I don't know how to pronounce her URL because of the fact that I can't pronounce her name. She has one of those .co.vu domains if you want to search for that. I really like her posts, but the thing I like most about her blog is at the top she has these like little fish, they're like fishes that you can interact with, and I just thought that was really cool. Like, because most people's blogs are like really simple, but I like simple blogs. They look better when they're neat and tidy, but it's always nice when there has another thing for you to interact with. So if it has a nice background or fishes, it's always better, so I really like that. Okay, next up is Jessie. Her URL is entice.co.ve. Okay, yeah, I remember looking at her blog. It's another really simple one, but it's really cute. Like, it was just a really adorable blog. It was really different to like other blogs that I've seen. I have seen others like it. There's bound to be people who have similar blog types, but hers it's quite unique compared to a lot of other people that I follow. And I was sitting there reading her description, and I just thought to myself that she just seems like a really lovely person. Like, I just love the blogs that you can just read like, a line of what they've written, and you can just tell what kind of person they are. It's amazing, like how much you can tell for a person's personality just by reading what they write. I definitely suggest following her if you haven't or don't already. Next is Alexis. This URL I definitely can't pronounce. Awovo XO, I think. I'll put that in the description because I have no idea. I wasn't following Alexis before I did this, which is kind of surprising because her blog is really good. Surprised I haven't come across it before. I think I have. I recognise it. I just can't believe I didn't follow it last time. I was probably at follow limit or something and then just forgot about it. What I liked most about her blog was her sidebar photo. I don't know whether it was her in the photo or if it was just one that she'd found on Tumblr or online, but I really like the photo that she used. And next up is Kate. Her URL is kissing.co.vu. I really like her URL. I don't actually know why I like it. It's just there are certain URLs that when you look at them, they just look really nice, and it goes with her blog, I think. So that's a really good URL to use. I really liked the background she used. Every time I try and use a GIF as a background for my blog, it looks really tacky and stupid, but hers looks really good and it goes really well with her blog. And every time I have a background on my blog that's a GIF, I always pay attention more to the GIF than to my actual blog, and I always think that people are going to do the same thing, and I'd rather they look at my blog than the pretty background I have. But hers, it blended in so well that it actually made me pretty jealous that my blog was so tacky. Yeah, I just followed her, but I'm pretty shocked I wasn't following her either. There are so many great blogs that I'm probably going to talk about in this video that I'm surprised that I haven't followed yet because they're that good. But yeah, I just followed her. Her posts are really cool. You should definitely check out her blog and follow her if you're not already. Next up is Abby. Her URL is abby.co.vu. I really liked her URL just because of the fact that it's her name. Like, it's really hard to find a good URL. So having a domain name that can have whatever you want is a real lifesaver, basically. Like, when I first started blogging, like, URLs, they weren't really a big deal. Like, quite a lot has changed over the past 2 years. Like, more people have obviously made Tumblr, you can tell just by how many URLs are unavailable now. I don't know whether that's actually because people are saving them or people are actually signing up, because so many people save them nowadays, that all the ones that you probably want to get are probably saved rather than actually being used by a person who doesn't use Tumblr anymore. So it's really nice that Abby has a URL that is unique to her. I suppose another girl called Abby could use it, but it's unique to her, and I really like URLs that are personal to the blogger. So I remember back when I first started, everyone said it was really tacky to have your name as your URL, but it's really not. People, when it comes to URLs, it's not a big deal what you have. Like, if you have a really good blog, you could have a really terrible URL. It won't stop you getting followers. It won't stop you getting noticed. It's like judging a book by its cover. You can't judge a blog by its URL. It's like when people were saying that it was stupid to change the Q's and G's around and all that sort of thing. But thing is, you kind of have to now, because so many URLs that are spelt correctly are taken. You have no choice but to change letters around to make it so you can actually have that URL. I have to be really nice about her blog because we're using the same theme, so I can't really say that I don't like it, because it's pretty much saying I don't like my own theme. Her blog is really simple. I always thought the theme looked really plain, but on her blog it looks really nice. So it's definitely better than mine. Even though we're using the same theme, which it just goes to show that just because you're using the same theme as someone, it doesn't mean that they can't make it look a lot better. Next up is Kai. His URL is honours.co.vu. He's like my favourite blogger, probably. He's really cute. When I first found his blog, I like fangirled because I liked it that much. I really don't know what to say. It's just like I'm speechless because it's that good, and sometimes I just go on his blog for inspiration. Just if I feel like, there are days where I feel like giving up on Tumblr and I just don't see the point in it anymore. Because I've been on it for so long, it's just like I feel like I'm staying because I've tried so hard to get followers and I don't want to give that up. But it's like he makes Tumblr look fun. So it's like I'm trying to be more like his blog, which makes it fun again. So if I ever just feel like I'm getting bored of blogging, I can just go to his blog and be like, okay, I'm going to try make my blog just as good as his. Okay, that's all I wrote down, so I'm gonna have to try and talk without with thinking, which isn't gonna go well. I'm gonna end up mumbling and stuff. Okay, I had 37 other blogs to talk about. First up is Mystical PK. I don't get what the PK stands for, but I like the mystical part. I really like the posts. I don't know if I'm following them yet because the follow button has. Oh, I'm already following. It's fine. I can actually. This is like one of the blogs that I could spend hours on, just sitting there reblogging for hours. Oh, they have music and it's not auto-playing. You don't understand how happy that makes me. I have it muted anyway, so even if it was, I wouldn't hear it. They have really good taste in music. Okay, next up is Bitch BTW, which means bitch by the way, in case you didn't know. You probably do, if you're on the internet, of course you know. I really like their background. It just looks really, I don't know, it just looks really nice. And there's most blogs like backgrounds don't really look right. Like if you have a background, it just looks too much, but it looks really nice. Oh, it's a blog I'm not following. This seems like a personal blog, and I don't really like following personal blogs that much because there's always going to be a few posts that I don't really like. Like I just don't really like following blogs that are going to end up having like loads of text posts and then a humour post. I kind of like to follow a blog that has just one consistent blog type, but I'm going to follow them anyway because it's actually mostly stuff that I would reblog, and I can just ignore the other stuff that I don't like. Next up is North Face 1515. I don't really like URLs with numbers in, to be honest. I can't talk because I had to put a 0 on my modet one because just normal modet was saved by someone, so. But I don't mind URLs that if they have a number, it's like replacing the letter, so if like an E is replaced with a 3, but I just don't like it when it's just a number being a number, if that makes sense. I don't really like these like totally layout background things. They just seem really tacky. But other than that, it's a really good blog, which is kind of upsetting. Like people have really good blogs and then they use really tacky things like tacky backgrounds, and it's like if they used a different background, like one that they found on Tumblr or online, like not one by totally layouts, their blog would actually look perfect basically. Next, oh gosh, a long URL. Dream catchers and dreams. Hey, I like this theme that they're using, and I like the post as well, so I'm gonna follow them. I don't really like the background just because I don't like repeated backgrounds. Like if you're gonna have a background, it should just fit your whole blog instead of being repeated over and over again. Just because it kind of takes the viewer's attention to your background, not to what you want them to look at, which is your actual blog. Next. I don't know if that means just wondering dot or is this meant to be JW dot. Oh god. This theme isn't that great. Like this seems like a theme that you'd use when you just started Tumblr and you don't know how to change it. It doesn't really seem like a blog that I would follow. Like there's not many vertical posts or vintage ones, but it's a good blog. Like just because I wouldn't follow a blog, it doesn't mean it's not a good blog. It just means if I was the same blog type as them, I would follow them, but because I'm not, I don't see much point in following them because I would never reblog from them or go on their blog. Next up is Interrogate the Cat. I like that URL. I don't really like long URLs, but that one is quite funny. I don't even know why it's funny. I think it's because it's random. I really like random things, so that's a good URL. It says that their name is Elvis. I don't know if that's their actual name. If it is, then oh my god, that is so cool. I really like their theme, but I don't really see myself reblogging from them a lot. So they have a few posts that I could see myself, but there wouldn't be much point following just because like my dash would be full of stuff that I wouldn't reblog, and then every now and then there'll be one post. I might as well just go to their blog and reblog the one post instead of following them. But I love that URL though. Brilliant. Next up is Leslie Kardashian. That seems so original. I want to say that I don't like one column themes, but I used to have one. So I had one for like a week and then I just realised how irritating it is. I think it's like if you have a humour blog or something like that, then one column isn't that bad. But if you have like a vertical blog or a vintage blog or something like that, then it's better to have two, just so you can see more on the page at once. But it's your blog. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. If you like having one column, then have one column. Just stating my opinion. Next up, love has no shortcuts. It's really hard to read URLs when they have like no dashes in between the words, because I'm always like, I always add like love has, I would have added the H onto the word love, and I'm like, what the hell is love? I wouldn't be able to read it. I'm really slow when it comes to stuff like that. I remember using this theme when I first started. I didn't know much about HTML back then, so I just copied and pasted any random thing. I really like the post just because there's like a load of food. I love food. Oh, I'm just gonna follow them because they have really nice posts. And their description's pretty cool. I'm David and I love pasta. That's so cute. Okay, next up is Dance Under Thunderstorms. I really like that. I don't know if that's like a quote or anything, but I really like the way that sounds. It's probably like a song or something, and then people are gonna be like, how can you not know that? It's like a really famous song. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Sorry. I'm rambling, aren't I? Damn it. I really like this background. It's so cute. I really like this theme as well and the post. Oh, I'm gonna follow them. it's vlogs like this that I really I just click on a URL and then the blog loads and I'm just like, wow, that's a really great blog. I can't read the description that well because the background, which can be quite annoying especially when I haven't got my glasses on, which I've lost. Yeah, other than the fact that I have to like get my face really close to the screen to be able to read stuff, it's fine. It's like really, especially the background. I think the background's my favourite thing, and the posts. Next, happy little white girl. I don't get it. If that's meant to be a joke, then I don't get it. Maybe she's just a happy little white girl. I don't get why it's relevant that she's white. Don't really like the backgrounds because the whole repeated background thing. But I really like the posts, so I'm gonna follow them. Pretty much anyone that I say I'm gonna follow. If you like my blog, you should definitely check them out, because if I like it and you like the stuff that I like, you're gonna like them. Okay, next, Macaroni Life. That is a really awesome URL. I don't get it. I don't like. There are so many URLs I don't get. Like, what's macaroni got to do with life? Yeah, I already follow this person. Their blog's actually really good. I really like when people have coloured backgrounds, like rather than just having like grey or white. Like, it makes it look so much brighter. Like, if you're gonna have it simple and plain, you might as well have it look pretty. What's the point of having it like really plain and boring? That's why I never really like keeping my blog without a background. because I never really like having colour because I can never decide on a colour. I'm really picky like that, so I just have a picture and keep it like that. But yeah, I really like the colour they used, their background. Next up is Insecure, spelt with 2 C's and 3 E's. See, that's my point about the whole, you have to change your words around to be able to get a URL that you want. It's ridiculous. Like, if the Tumblr staff just deleted the blogs that weren't in use, there'd be so many happy people that are getting the URLs that they want. But I don't really judge URLs like if they're spelt wrong, because I can see the idea behind it. Like, obviously they want their URL to be insecure, which is a really good idea for a URL. But there were so many ideas I had for URLs that were really good, but literally it was to the point where you couldn't even change it around, because it had been changed around and used so much that there were none left. There are so many blogs I'm not following that are really good. I'm going to follow this one. It's really plain, like, I think, because I don't really like the white background. But I really like the colour they use for their links and their blog title. And I really like that their blog title isn't in English. Just because I don't really like following people who actually blog in a different language, just because it's going to be on my dash, and if I can't understand it, it's just not, well, there's no point, I can't read it. So, but it's nice when they blog in like English, but then they have certain things on their blog in a different language. I just think it looks really nice. So yeah, I really like that. Okay, next up is, okay, I can't pronounce this. It's Fraulich. I have no idea how you pronounce that. But yeah, their name is Vincent. Oh, autoplay music. Okay, yeah, I hate autoplay music. Oh, okay. I'll just pretend that didn't even happen. I really like this theme that they're using. I don't really like the white backgrounds because I'm really fussy when it comes to like the colour of the background, which I have just said. But it looks really good, so. And the poster, it's not really stuff that I would reblog a lot. Like, if I was just having a day where I was reblogging personal stuff, I'd probably reblog quite a lot. But if I was reblogging stuff that was actually for my blog type, this probably wouldn't be the first blog I'd come to. Okay, next. Strange Hands. I don't know if there's like some kind of hidden meaning behind that. I really like this theme. I've actually seen this theme quite a lot, and I've considered using it loads of times, but I don't like the sidebar where you hover over the links. Just the links take up quite a lot of room, and I don't see the point in having links taking up that much room. I really like the posts. It's quite different to what I actually blog, but I kind of like the look of it. I'm going to follow them. I don't know how much I'm going to reblog from them, but I'm sure I'll reblog something. Next. God, I really can't see without my glasses. Flowers in her hair with extra E's. The whole URL thing again. I'm not going to go into that again because I've mentioned it many times. I really like 4-column themes. I don't know why. I think it's just because I like being able to see lots of different types of posts all at once. Like, it's not too much. Like, having 5 columns is sometimes a bit too much, even though I've just made a theme with 5 columns. But yeah, I really like this theme. I couldn't see myself using it, but from what they post, it looks really good. I can't read their blog title because the colours clash, because it's black on black and you can't really see it. Next, suitcase of flowers. Alright, okay, I nearly said off because of the 2 F's. Okay, oh, it's taking forever to load now. Sorry about that, internet. Okay, I really like the posts on here. I'm already following this person. I don't really like the one column theme just because it takes ages to scroll down just to see what sort of stuff they post. And I don't really like things that you have to click a button to go to the next page. I prefer if you can just scroll down and then it shows you the next lot of posts. But other than that, it's really good. That's why I already follow them. Next up is depressing with a Q instead of a G, which I think is actually pretty cool. Like, why do you have to have a URL that's spelled correctly? Why can't you just be different? I really like the theme, the background colour, everything is really nice. I don't know if I could see myself reblogging from them. It seems a bit too personal. There isn't very many vintage posts. There's quite a few vertical, but okay. Next up is electric with an extra L. Oh, they're using my theme. Oh my god. I don't know, I don't want to say like, oh, I really like this because their theme is so good. I really like their posts. I'm already following them. But some of these I actually recognise I've reblogged them, so I can tell that we reblogged the same stuff, which is probably why I follow them, because I would reblog from them if I was on their blog. Yeah. And I really like the idea of their URL, like, even though it's not spelled correctly, I like the idea. It really sucks that people just can't have the URL that they want. Next is live for the good life. This seems like a personal one again. I do like personal blogs because there are times when I'm basically a personal blog and I just upload pictures I want to upload or reblog pictures that I want to. Yeah. Next up is Queener. I have no idea if I said that right. Her URL is plush, I don't know. I really like this theme. I think I've used I don't think I've used this exact theme, but I've used one that's fairly similar. Oh, autoplay music again. And there's like these little floating hearts. I think that's really cool. Like, I don't really see stuff like that on people's blogs anymore. Like, around Christmas time, everyone has snow. It's just like, it's not really original. It's like original, isn't it? Everyone does that. But it's like, I like the fact that it's really unique. Like little floating love hearts. It's really cute. Okay, next up is, I don't know how you, I think that's pronounced Matthew. Math. Okay, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Oh, I remember this blog. I've been on here before. Autoplay music. Oh my god. Yeah. This is actually kind of one of my favorite blogs. Like, if I had a day where I just didn't really feel like blogging and I just wanted to set a queue, I would just come to this blog and just queue everything basically. Their URL is really good. Like, it has a dash in between. It's probably because the original one was taken. It's cured. Like, I really like the idea of that, and it sucks that they can't have the URL that they want. So irritating. Unless they didn't actually want the original and they just wanted the dash in between. Next up is Michelle. Her URL is that's really good. It says "shut the fuck up, you slut," but it's spelled differently. There's like a play on words kind of thing. But I think that's really cool. I really like her theme. I've used loads of these things. Oh, playing music! I swear everyone has autoplay music. Yeah, I really like her theme. I like the background, like, because it's not white, it's like a grey colour, so it doesn't look as plain, it looks better. I'm not following them, which is kind of surprising. They have really nice posts, so I'm going to follow them. Next up is Danny. Her URL is "Who are you in your essence.tumblr.com." Oh, I've seen this. I remember this blog. Even though there's some posts that are in a different language, most of them are just photos, which is why I follow this blog. Just, like, the photos are really good. Although I said I don't really like following blogs that blog in a different language, if they post photos of something and the writing is in a different language, I don't mind reblogging it, because there's probably people that follow me who speak that language who might benefit from that post that I just reblogged. So I do reblog stuff for my followers rather than just for myself. Oh, I just read her description, and she's a Whovian, so she's like cool basically. Yeah. My mum didn't know what Whovian was. I mean, how she watches Doctor Who and she didn't know. Oh yeah, I really like this theme. I don't really like the sidebar of it, but I like the post of it. Next is Jordan. His URL is obayality. I don't get it. But yeah, it's a .k, .tk domain, which I haven't used for quite a while. I love his sidebar photo, I don't know why. Yeah, I really like his posts as well, which is why I follow him. I'm pretty sure the rest of the people that I'm about to give shout out to I already follow. I don't really know him, like, to say anything personal about him. Next up is Rebecca. Her URL is your name's Rebecca. That's my name. Her URL is unconditioned. I'm gonna follow you. Just like, I love being able to click on a URL and then within 2 seconds I can be like, yeah, follow. Like, the first post is something that I could see myself reblogging, and it's just amazing that I don't have to scroll down to see if there would be anything that I could reblog. I can just tell straight away that I like your blog. And your sidebar GIF is very cool. Next, Lexi. I can't read your URL. Atonable? Is that right? I have no idea. I'm asking a camera. I've seen this. Oh, I'm following you. I love it when it loads and then it's good posts. Yeah, I've seen this theme quite a lot. but your posts are quite different, like compared to everyone else who uses this theme. You have different posts. Like everyone who uses this theme is like a full-on vertical blog, so it's just vertical, vertical, vertical. But because it's more personal, it looks a lot more unique to you, rather than you using the same theme as someone else and having the exact same post as someone else. It looks a lot better. Okay, last person is Patricia. Her URL is nameless aimless. I really like that. It just has a good ring to it. I really like her background, oh my god. I'm pretty sure her blog title is a Doctor Who thing. Unless Water on Mars is a other thing. I really like this theme. I've actually used this theme on one of my old blogs. I really like the posts just because it's all different stuff. Like, although I say I like it when people stick to a set blog type, like it's okay to sort of like go off track, because I do all the time. Just like I get bored of reblogging just vintage stuff. Yeah, follow them. And I really like how they've mixed their blog up. Like they have a background where it's like space and stars and stuff, and then they have a sidebar background which is the ocean. I just think that's really cool, like how they've mixed it up, like space and earth. Well, it's not earth, it's water, but it's mostly water. Okay, that's everyone, or pretty much everyone. There were quite a lot of people on the post that I made on Tumblr, but I literally have been talking for 41 minutes now, and people have to listen to me ramble on just to find their thing. So yeah, I hope you like what I said. If I did say something bad about your blog, please don't take it the wrong way. It's just my opinion, constructive criticism, if you will. Don't feel like you have to change your blog to fit the way that I said that I liked it. It's really just my opinion of how I like blogs to be that I would follow. So don't feel like I'm saying your blog isn't good enough for me to follow. If I'm already following you, then great. I already like your blog, you don't need to change it. But if you do want more constructive criticism and you just want advice, then yeah, change it and then see what people think. There's always room for improvement, that's what I say. I'm always changing my blog. I have 30,000 followers and I'm always changing it, trying to make it better. So just because I don't like something about your blog, it doesn't mean it's not good. It just means, for me, it's not my cup of tea, basically. Yeah. I'm not sure if this went well. I'm not sure if I'll do another one just because it took quite a long time to get through everyone. I didn't even get to do everyone. It took 43 minutes. So yeah. I hope you liked what I said about your blog. And I hope you think similar things about mine. Because I spend quite a lot of time, so it would be nice to think that people actually enjoy it. If you ever do change your blog around and you want my opinion, you know where to find me. You can just message me. Yeah. Have a good day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for me, but you know. Okay, night guys. Bye.